So I bought this watch a few days ago, and in my 3 days of having this device, I really enjoyed it. It's really good, and I'm actually going to end up keeping this. Um, the best thing that I could say about this watch is that it's a wonderful experience. And I'm not a negative person. I'm not going to knock this, because it does have faults, and that's with any device, but I love really just enjoying what this thing can actually do. Of course, there's going to be updates coming to it. Samsung is going to continue to support it, and what I like about this is that it's taking a digital watch age to the next level. Now, I'm a watch buff. I actually love watches, and this watch compared to a Movado, it's not gonna win. A Movado is always gonna win. You're gonna have watches that's going to destroy this. Even without all the tech and things like that. But what I like about this watch is that it can actually stand out. Every time I wear it, you're gonna get looks, and it's different looks. Something from what a G-Shock would get. A G-Shock would be a different look, but I actually got this color because I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to get a different device, and I wanted to get like something that actually stood out. In this color, this watch, oh, it's gonna stand out. And I want to go ahead and bring in my G-Shock because this just gives you a taste of what you're actually looking at. As you can see, these are two digital watches, and it's made for two different people. So as you can see, this watch is pretty slick. Is really thin, and when I actually put this on, I actually didn't feel any bulk. It's actually the same weight as my G-Shock, and I hear a lot of people saying that the Samsung Galaxy Gear, oh, I can't get it, man. It's way too bulky for me. I'm like, well, okay. So what I like to do is I like to test things out for myself because I like this experience. I don't believe everything people say unless I go there and test it out myself. So I actually wore the watch for a few days, and really all I can say is I enjoyed the watch. This is an experience that takes things to the next level. So what I like about this watch is that I can get all of my information on the fly. I know the degrees, the date, the time, but aside of that, I also know notifications. Now, I don't have it turned on right now because I actually dislocated it from my phone, but it's fairly easy to actually turn this on. All I gotta do is hit Bluetooth, and it'll automatically turn on for me. So now it's connected. So as you can see, it's pretty quick. Once you put it on one time, it actually is going to recognize it on the fly. Now, as you can see, a notification just came up, and my phone didn't ring. Now I want you to look at this. My phone did not ring. However, look at this. My sound is actually on. Now, what the phone just did was basically send a notification to this watch, and it actually vibrated. The phone didn't ring or anything. This thing vibrated. So nobody else knew in the vicinity that I had a notification. Basically, I was the only one that knew, and I actually like stuff like that. Everybody doesn't know that you got a text message and everybody hears the chime, and that's what I like about this watch is that you don't the notifications isn't intrusive. So S voice, I like it, but on this watch it loads way too slow for me. Now, S voice is already slow to begin with, but this watch basically just doesn't make it any better. I could have enjoyed something like Google Now You know, I could enjoy Google Now if that feature was available for this. I know it's coming soon. I also know there's rumors spreading around that Google is actually making a smartwatch as well. And once I thought about the fact that Google Now would work perfectly with a smartwatch, I was like, yeah, Google is going to do something ridiculous, ridiculously amazing, that is, to the smartwatch industry. So I got to watch for that. I already know, Apple is, coming out with the iWatch and everything. So that'll be a cool thing. And what I like about this is that 2014 is the year of wearable technology, like the Fitbit and everything, and this incorporates the best of both worlds. You got the Fitbit, you got the smartwatch, and the Fitbit doesn't, the Fitbit does a lot of things, but this thing right here does a lot more, and it's like a whole different ball game. I love the whole fitness act. But I like the Fitbit more than this watch because I wore the Fitbit for a day, and the Fitbit was way more accurate than what this one is. This is pretty ridiculous. The pedometer on this thing, I don't know, dude. I just shake this thing and it starts actually counting steps, like, oh, he's walking, okay. So yeah, and basically the Fitbit is way smarter in that area, in the whole health area. Basically, if I move my wrist, basically the Fitbit has algorithms set up that is not going to count your hand gestures as a step, which is pretty good. Sometimes it will, but you got to really like shake the Fitbit to actually count that as a step. So plus side goes to the Fitbit, but this one got some work to do. So, and I know Samsung is aware of that. Even J.K. Shin actually, admitted that, Samsung has some, software issues to work out. So, and it's good that he pointed that out. So, voice memo, you have gallery. Now, with gallery, it only shows the pictures that you took on the watch itself, which is kind of weird. I would have liked it better if you could actually pull, photos from your phone as well, but it would have probably took a long time to load because I got a lot of pictures on that thing. But and I love the fluidity of this thing. Like, you can just go ahead and tap something and it's really responsive. Of course, this is not any 19 megapixel photos. This is actually a 1.9 megapixel camera, and it shoots up to 720p video. So you don't really need all that specs, especially if you're taking quick pictures. I actually like the fact that they put a camera right there. Now, I love the camera, but God, this is awful, dude. Look at this. I started like not to get this thing at all as soon as I saw this thing. This is like a bad mole right here for some odd reason. This is why I wanted the black one, because I really didn't want this thing, just popping out, because this thing sticks out like a sore thumb. I don't like that at all. I would have really appreciated if Samsung would have just took that camera and put it on the front for like some video chat or something. That would have been even better. But this is ridiculous. But I love it. I had to get used to it, and pretty much I actually like it. So, and just to let you know, this thing got some pretty good specs. Running off the specs, man, this is a 1.63 inch display, and that's 320 by 320. You also get the latest technology, Bluetooth 4.0. That's low energy, 800 megabit, whoa, my words are off. You actually get a 800 megahertz single core processor, 512 megabytes of RAM, 1.9 megapixel camera, 315 milliamp battery, and it lasts up to 25 hours of talk time. Wow. And this thing does last all day. I want to go off into the media controller. The media controller, I would have liked it better if it started playing on this device instead of my phone, because my phone is always in my pocket. But if I go to that, let's go back to that media controller. If I press this device will start playing. For example, this is playing, not the watch. That threw me off a little bit. But I noticed one thing, that this would be perfect for a remote control, because I can understand if this device was actually on a dock, and I hate the fact that there's not a docking station yet around for this phone, but you do have a sense of knowledge when you know, understand that this could be used for a remote. So you know, I get it in a sense, but I would have liked it better, you know, if this was actually playing through the device itself. So you know, with that said, you know, I want to talk about some of the things that I don't like about this thing. Now, it's not perfect overall. I love this device, but I got to talk about some things that I really just don't like about this device. Now, you already know about the camera that I don't like about, but on top of that, the aesthetics could be a lot better. You know, going back to, you know, the G-Shock thing. I actually like the G-Shock design a lot better, which is crazy. You know, this costs 3 times as less than what this thing does, or almost like 2 times or whatever. But, you know, this thing is actually, you know, a better design than this one. That's pretty crazy. You know, I do like the little sleek design going on here, but man, it could have been a lot better. So but other than that, I actually got used to the design, you know. Other than that, yeah, man, they could have did a lot better with this design. I would have liked it if it could have been a bit bulkier, you know. They could have added a bit more battery power, because you know, if there was a lot more battery power, I guarantee you this could have did a lot other things. I am actually gonna root this thing to see, you know, the full potential of this, because I know this thing is limited, man. But what I do like is that you can actually change the, let's go back to the face. So basically we could change the face as well. I actually want to show you that. And if we go into clocks, we can switch what type of face that we want. I actually love this one. I always have this one on because it is sick, dude. I only have really 2 of them. And you can also download some more if you want, but the analog clock and this one right here, the weather clock, that's my favorite right there. So and also what I like about this is that you can actually find this thing. So that's why I always keep this on, because I did lose my G-Shock before, and this is one thing my G-Shock cannot do: send a distress call. So that's pretty cool, you know. Let's see, yeah, so you can actually go in here and actually customize everything, but overall this thing is just a beast. So it does do a lot, you know. Taking pictures, taking photos, you name it, the whole 9 yards. This thing does it all. I actually did a few calls on this, and that was another one of my negatives. Oh my goodness. You can barely hear this thing. Now it's not bad. I got used to it, but man, you can't really use this thing unless you're in a quiet area. It has 2 noise cancellation mics, one right here, one right there. And you also have a speaker right here, which you have to literally put this thing towards your ear. But, you know, other than that, this thing is flawless. I could just go in here in contacts, and basically it'll just start bringing up the contacts, which is really crazy. So let's go ahead and go back. You know, and I love this type of stuff. So, you know, overall it's really good. It's really sleek, and I gotta talk about, you know, my last flaw of this thing before I get off, because this is deplorable. this is deplorable. Look at this thing. To charge this, You have to put this cradle on. Look at this. Hold on. You have to, step one, close it, okay? You know, and step two, you gotta, what is this? What? Look at this. You have to put this in here. This is ridiculous. What is that for? What does that do? And it doesn't, man, what? You know? So, yeah, this is unacceptable. You know? This could have been done a lot better. And I know that, you know, Samsung wanted to make it NFC and it probably wasn't NFC ready. So, you know, they was like, quick, let's do this. And I don't really like that part. Now, I did try the black one on, and the black one, yes, it does have the leather thing going for it. So it feels a lot leathery. This one doesn't feel leathery at all. So, you know, this is one of my real negatives. Like, they could have did a little fit and finish. But what I thought that this could have been was probably a docking station for it. But this is not really a good docking station. You know, I had trouble first getting it on, but I got used to it. So they could have did a lot better. I think the Pebble, the original Pebble watch, that had a way better design. It's just magnetic. You just click one step and boom, you're done. So that could have been done. This could have been done a lot better. I think Samsung was just trying to be difficult. So, you know, overall, I actually love this watch. I know it's not the best watch since sliced bread, but really, I don't care about that. You know, I just want to really experience this thing firsthand and to really see what it's about. A lot of people, you know, gave it negative flack for, you know, the camera, and I can agree with them. You know, this could have been worked out a lot better than what it does. And I'm sure, you know, Samsung may have rushed some things with this, you know, device, and, you know, later came the updates. But, you know, the thing is, you know, it wasn't ready at first, but, you know, now it's here, and clearly it's here to stay. You know, this watch, I really love the design. I love the materials that they used, the polycarbonate with the, you know, mixture with the titanium right here. So I actually treat this like a Michael Kors watch, because it has the Michael Kors material, and it's actually the same price as it, but it just takes that whole digital age to the next level. So other than that, I gotta give this thing out of a 1 to 10. I'm gonna just go ahead and give this a 7, and that's really being, you know, generous with this thing, a 7. So probably took a negative off for the camera, the NFC thing, and you know, and probably some other stuff that could have been worked out a lot more. But other than that, I love this watch. It is absolutely beautiful. You know, I'm definitely keeping this watch until a new Galaxy Gear 2 come out, and I'm definitely going to be supporting the iWatch when that comes out. I'm going to be doing a review of the Pebble Steel, and there's a lot more reviews of watches coming soon. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. That really would help. If you want some more videos, just go ahead and hit that, you know, smash that like button, you know, give us your thoughts, you know, and that's it.